Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Raveen, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind. You know, I just realized something. So yeah, like we have that intro where we talk about I'm a entrepreneur and a computer science student, and you're a
Yeah.
psychology student, but now it's no longer that accurate because I'm no longer entrepreneur. I mean, I was an entrepreneur, and you're no longer
Yeah.
a psychology student. But yeah, we still use that, and then we've been using that for quite some time, even though that doesn't suit us anymore.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, like so.
I'm no longer a student for almost 6 months. Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. We've been using that for like half a year. But yeah, so hey everyone, welcome back to the Ink Thoughts podcast. So how are you feeling this week, Warren?
Okay, this week is a hectic week for me. I'm so tired from my work. Like, there's so much to do and I don't have enough time. Yeah. But I'm glad that it's over. Yeah. Today actually I was looking forward to the yoga class that I was supposed to go today. But last night before I sleep, I realized that my instructor cancelled the class. I'm like, then this morning because it's very late already, so I didn't text her last night. So this morning when I texted her to double check on it, she said, yeah, it's cancelled. I feel a bit sad, like, yeah. Yeah, other than that, nothing special. How about you?
Okay, so basically I thought of that just now because, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure I said it in the last podcast, but I'm not sure if I said it in the podcast before that I've started listening to Not Overthinking podcast again. And I just realized that, yeah, their intro doesn't make sense as well. Because Ali is no longer a doctor, he's just a YouTuber where I say that I'm a doctor and YouTuber something like that. I was like, oh yeah, actually our doesn't make sense at all. Just that we never really cared about like changing it.
Yeah.
I'll see what. Actually, I find that changing that intro, I mean, it's not that hard, but then it just take quite some time. It just take quite a lot of time because we need to like get the right, the right clip, something like that, and then make it into a right one. But yeah, like this week, this week hasn't been quite a interesting week. I mean, like every week is not that interesting for me, because like now I'm pretty much spending my days in my room most of the time, like studying and all that. Sometimes procrastinating. Yeah, because like next week is my exam, but I don't know, man.
Good luck.
I don't think I'm feeling great. I don't know. I don't know. I have to be honest, and I think that I don't really enjoy my course. I don't know. Yeah. I don't really enjoy my course. I don't know. Maybe I just have different priorities right now because that there was this thing where when I also work, I think recently there's just in the UK there's quite a few startups that work on, I don't know, plans to help you work on your procrastination, and then so like it's like a quiz or something. You work on a few questions and then they'll see what kind of plan you need lah. And so one of the questions is that, what do you tend to procrastinate on? I think there's like 8 of them. So it includes like going to the gym, meditate, read books, drinking water, getting nutrition, something like that. And then I saw that out of 8 of it, actually I never procrastinate on 7 of them. I only procrastinate on study. Yeah, I can pretty much guarantee that I okay, except today, I meditate, I read, I go to a gym, and then I drink water, all this like every day lah. Just that I don't really want to study. I always procrastinate on study. So like, yeah, I don't know why. I just dislike this studying part. I think I don't know. I don't really like the course that I'm studying. That's like, maybe a huge concern for me right now. I don't know, but yeah. Other than that, terrible. The reason why I woke up at 7 something today, 7:45. Actually, it's quite late, but the reason because of that caused this to happen is that there's a fire alarm at 3:30 because I'm pretty sure there's some students in my hall that was smoking weed, and then they activated the fire alarm. And then I mean, actually it's better than the time when it rang at like 11, because 3:30 I actually kind of got enough sleep because I sleep at like 10, so I kind of got enough sleep. It's almost the time where I'm supposed to wake up, but I just wanted to sleep more, and yeah, I decided that it's fine. I'll just turn off my alarm and then just sleep until I feel like waking up. And actually, I opened my eyes at like 5:30, but at that moment I just like,
Yeah.
it's okay, never mind. Let's just sleep. So I did not meditate, did not read, did not do my journal, and did not run today. Yeah, and then I just straight up wake up for this podcast. Yeah, but I think I'll still need to do some of those later, except the running. Yeah, running probably not anymore. Yeah. Anything interesting? Anything else interesting? I'm not sure. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I have one
I mean,
question.
what?
Like after you're in the UK, nowadays do you still run like the very long distance one? Because yeah, most of the time, from what I heard about your workout, it's not about running.
Yeah. Actually, it's been quite a long time since I last ran. I mean, I ran this week, but before this, I think I ran on Tuesday. So before Tuesday, it has been like almost a month since I last ran. But on Tuesday, I ran quite a long distance as well. I ran like almost 9 km. But that's like including the cool down, including cool down. So yeah, I ran like 9 km in total. Yeah, because I set myself. I was running on a treadmill because now it's really cold outside. It's like on average in the morning it's like almost 1 degree, so it's quite dangerous. Sometimes the pathway might be frozen, and then I just don't want to slip and fall, so might as well just run in a treadmill. And then I set a 45 minutes timer, and I just ran at the average speed of around, I think, five something minutes. Yeah, five something minutes. No. Okay, 5 minutes something seconds. I don't know how many seconds per km. Yeah, 5 minutes something seconds per km speed. Yeah, because I do know that by February, I have a competition that I need to participate in. That's why.
Oh, okay.
But after that, yeah. But after that, I don't know. But after that, I think I'll continue running. Maybe like twice a week, something like that, because it's like summer and all that, so the weather should be a lot more comfortable for running.
Oh, you mean running outside?
Yes, exactly. Yes,
okay.
exactly. Yeah, because the reason why I started running is that mainly because of contest, and then I should really pick up running again. Yeah. So yes, today we actually have a very interesting topic, and this topic is actually, do you enjoy being alone? So would you like to... Okay, this is actually me. I ideated this, but I believe you kind of know the idea. Would you like to elaborate on this, Vereen?
Well, usually people think that being alone can be weird and all. Even I have the experience of my mom thinking I go out alone is very weird. Yeah, but nowadays...
Yeah, I actually don't dislike that though. Like I don't know, parents just like to judge that.
Yeah, I'm like,
they like to judge
why
that.
is it... Why... I mean, out of so many words, why is it the word weird?
Yeah. Like, why would you say weird? And especially to your own child, why do you want to say that?
Yeah. And then, but nowadays, I think some people have started thinking, telling the others that being alone doesn't mean you're antisocial or anything. And you should have some time spent alone as well. Right?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Agree with that. And I believe that is why we have this topic.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy being alone? Okay, so let's start by asking this question. Since when have you realized that actually being alone is okay?
Well,
I do know that previously you don't go lunch alone. Oh, but you do go shopping alone. You just don't eat out alone. Not lunch. Just you don't eat out alone.
Yeah.
But why is that?
I can't really recall when is the time, because I started spending time alone on different activities, but some of it I just can't do it yet. Then slowly over the time so I can't really say from when I enjoy being alone though. But in my memory,
Like why like for example, why can't you just eat out alone? No, that's a very interesting question that actually I until today I still can't really understand why.
Okay.
Back when I first knew you, yeah, you say you can't do that.
Yeah, I can't do that in the past for so long. I just I just feel very uncomfortable. Although I know, yeah, people also eat alone, right? Like why just I can't go there and sit and eat. But recently I think I did twice.
But what is that reason? You haven't answered me that.
I feel very uncomfortable. I feel like people are looking at me. Although deep in my heart, I'm trying to tell myself, people are not looking at you. Who are you? But I just have that feeling that people is looking at me, and I'm so weird out there, like alone. Yeah,
Okay.
and so I feel very uncomfortable last time.
Okay.
Yeah, but I believe now I can do it already. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. Well, I think you are those type that enjoy being alone most of the time, right?
Yeah, but then like seriously, you can't you just like think of the time where you start being and like start enjoying being alone? You really have no idea about that? Do you seriously have no idea about that?
I think I think after high school, when I'm able to drive myself out and everything, and then yeah, sometimes it's unavoidable that you just need to go out alone to get something settled or what. I think that's the time that I started feeling that okay, I can be alone, and actually I enjoy as well. And then slowly when I have the chance to explore going shopping alone, and I find okay, this is actually very interesting and I like it.
So which part do you enjoy? Do you find that you enjoy?
Oh, you mean shopping alone?
Like when you begin to find that okay, you kind of like being alone.
Oh, well, I can do whatever I want based on my own time. I don't need to like fit in others' schedule. And then when I want to spend more time thinking about certain stuff, I can just do it without having to consider about others' feelings and all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so then how about you? I mean, I know you are the type that enjoy being alone most of the time, but what makes you feel so?
Okay. So yeah, actually, if I try to think back, I think this originates to quite some time ago. Since young, I've been the only child until the age of 7, where I start to have a cousin. So I've been doing things on my own, and then I just maybe it's a habit that I've been doing things on my own. So I would say that when I was young, I am I don't know, maybe because just me myself, I've been staying with myself, doing everything, and I'm the only child, and then I'm slightly pampered by my family and all that since I'm the only child. So I'm a bit selfish, and then I'm a bit stubborn and self-centered. That is why I don't know, all this just leads to the point where I just enjoy things working out the way I want. And then that is another reason why being alone. And maybe because, after spending seven years being alone, it's just like, yeah, why not? Like being alone is kind of good. Like I can just do things on my own, something like that. And yeah, like I don't know. I'm those people that can just have fun myself, enjoy things myself. Yeah, I can literally sit there for hours doing things. I mean, okay, I actually did try to have to play some some games, or sometimes you just want to play with someone. I try to find
Yeah.
my dad, something I don't know, but at least in my memory, most of my requests doesn't get accepted, as in like they have their things they want to do, they don't want to play with me and all that when I approach them, maybe. So that, I think that kind of further pushed me towards doing things myself, playing myself and all that. And yeah, so ever since I've been doing things on my own, and even after when my sister is born, we try to play together as well. But the thing is, there's just this huge age gap. There's like 8 years of age gap.
Yeah,
so
true.
yeah, it's just hard for both of us to get together to have like kind of the same topic. Instead, and like, what you have to know, that when I'm 8, I don't really understand how this works. I kind of hope that she will play with me, playing what I want, and of course, she being young, if she's not interested, she's not going to play with me. She's not going to just play with me. It's only until like when I'm later, I think somewhere in the university, something, I realized that, okay, so definitely they're young, and we just have to, if we want, we should care more about them instead of expecting them to join us, something like that. That's why I started to play with her instead of expecting her to play with me, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But I don't know. Okay, yeah. What's your question?
Because the gap between me and my youngest brother is 7 years. So actually I never expect him to play with me when I was young. I wanted to play with him with whatever he want to play. Yeah.
I mean, like, don't you just introduce any games or something to him, expect like wanting him to play that with you, something like that? No.
Most of the time, no. I will just see what he's playing with, then I join him. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there was a period of time where I just want, like, I don't know, I just desperately want to play that thing, and then because I've been doing it alone, and then so I wanted someone to do that. Like, there was even once I was playing Monopoly alone, and then my parents was just so, I was kind of role playing multiple characters, and then my parents were so scared, and then asked my sister to go and play with me. And I'm like, and actually, now that I think back, okay, I don't know. Maybe they're just afraid that, I might be playing with some kind of spirit or something. Some kind of ghost or something. But now I think back, none of that happened. It's just me, literally, because I really enjoyed that game, and then I know that my sister don't know how to play that game, and that is why I decided to play it myself, because no one else want to play with me. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it myself. Like. How else can I do things like this? That's why that's why I did that. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely no or any kind of spirits. I'm definitely not playing with some kind of imaginary friend. I'm literally doing this rationally in my head, like role playing characters, even though it doesn't make sense, because I kind of know the outcome. Since I'm playing both players, I know who's gonna win. I'm definitely biased to one of the player in my head. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like after that, when I grow into As I grow into high school, and then my IGCSE years, I don't know, man. I think I just have a whatever I want to do is slightly different from my peers. Most of the time, I would say most of the time. So yeah, even the games maybe high school period, there's some kind of similarity, but as I go into IGs, of course, there's still some similarities, but then I have different thoughts. So sometimes when you have different thoughts, which just doesn't align with everyone else, you just have to be alone. Because I remember there's periods of time where I'm just trying to write scripts for my YouTube videos, and then my friends are just they're playing some kind of mobile games, and then definitely I definitely have to do things myself, and then while they do their own things, something like that. So there's just moments like this where you just have to be alone, where you just have to be alone. But I think as I grow older and all that, and like when you're older, you start traveling with your friends not overseas, Actually, the only time where I travel with some form of friend overseas. Okay, first is actually with during my primary school trip where we went to Singapore. Second is actually with you to Thailand. Some form of friend. You're my girlfriend, so yeah, it's like still some form of friend.
Okay. I'm a
I mean,
friend.
isn't it? You are my friend as well, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, but I mean, when we are traveling, I don't know. Primary, I'm still okay. I can still pretty much accept how it works, but as I grow into university years, when I start traveling with my friends to other places, and okay, I'm not necessarily with friends, or sometimes with some family members, or sometimes with families. I'm like my parents' friend or something. You just realize that, okay, because like definitely you don't want to you dislike the plan, but then if you show that you dislike the plan, then you in society in our society, it will show that you're kind of the rebel, you're rebellious, you're not following the group, like you're not thinking, you don't have a collectivism mindset. Yeah, you're more individualistic, something like that. And that's why, like, okay, like then we can't do anything, like, okay, like we're just gonna follow the group, and then you're pretty sure you don't enjoy it. Yeah, so, and it's kind of after a few experiences like this that I realized that, yeah, I think I prefer to do it alone. I prefer to have my time alone, because I, especially me myself, I think I am someone that have a plan most of the time.
Yeah.
And then I can't literally sit there in quiet thinking about things for the whole day. Even though I've never tried it and I really want to try that, but I just, I don't know, never had the chance to try that yet. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what attributed to this, but I just have that thing. I can literally think on my own stuff for a very long time. And then, yeah. Because, and generally for stuff which I think of, there's no one I can really talk to, because if I talk, okay, my sister, I can somehow share, but then I don't know. But sometimes it depends on the mood as well. Sometimes you're just not in the mood, and then, yeah, she wouldn't care at all. I understand that it's her age, but then my parents, they don't care at all. So I don't know. They just don't give any kind of response. So I'm not sharing to them anymore, because like when you share something to someone that doesn't give you a response, you just it's no difference than talking to a wall. That's why would you want to share to them? Yeah, that's, and so I'm not sharing to them anymore. And that's why I just noted down something. I just imagined it myself. And yes, I do talk to you, and I don't know, I do sometimes talk to my friends as well, but it's the same thing. It's just, okay, I think after talking about so much, sorry for blabbering so much, but I think the main cause of me enjoying being alone is just that I haven't yet find someone that can communicate the same thing as I thought of, something like that. So even right now, yeah, when I, like, after I came to the UK, I traveled with my friends once. I don't really like that idea, because I know that I have quite a lot of requirements. That's why if I know that I'm not suitable with this group of friends when traveling, I would rather not join them next time, instead of asking them to suit me, because I have plans of my own, something like that. And I don't really like this thing where people follow my plan. I'm not sure whether this is a good thing, because I felt like this thought came out after after being alone. So it is like a result of being alone for too long. I don't know, I just prefer people to have their things to do. Or if you want to do this thing together with me, I hope that you are fully into it. You are not like just since I have nothing to do, might as well just join you. I don't want them to do that. I want them, if you want to do this, it's because you actually want to do this, not because you don't know what else to do. something like that. So I want you to enjoy somehow enjoy this process, not just because you don't know what else to enjoy, so you don't want to try. Even though there's nothing wrong with that, but there's totally nothing wrong with that. But then I just dislike that because I like to fully immerse myself into that process, and then when people just don't do that, they kind of affect me. Like, I mean, I understand they don't want this also because you nothing for me to do what. So it's my choice to do it. But then for me, I just like to immerse in this process, and then I don't want other people to disturb me. That's why. So I just kind of enjoy doing things myself, and then think or whatever. Yeah, that is what I like to do. I like to have control of my own things and all that. That's why I enjoy being alone. And then yeah. So I'm not sure. I started. I guess the process started quite early on, but I'm not sure what attributed to this. Is it because since I'm young, I've been a only child, or is it generally just because I have different thoughts, I think differently, and then, or maybe I don't know how to communicate with others. Because like even right now, actually in university, I mean, I do have friends and all that, but because the thing we generally talk about is different, or maybe I just didn't talk enough. I just never communicated enough. So I haven't found someone that I can actually communicate with. Yeah, like everyone, most people to me, even though they're friends, we just talk. Yeah, we just talk. It's not communicate. We just talk. So like, for me, talking is like not necessarily bring any kind of value, but when you actually communicate, there's certain value in it. Yeah, talk is kind of just a socializing thing, something like that. But then communicate is where you actually gain value from it. So I don't know. For me, I think it's just because I have different thoughts compared to more general people, and then I have a clearer idea on what I want to do. But
people doesn't share
it could be because of. But pardon, what?
But people don't have that.
Yeah, people don't have that, and it's one reason could be that, or another reason could be just because I don't share enough. Because one way of getting people, like finding the right people, is to actively find that, and then to actively find that, you have to actively share that. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's
understandable.
I don't know, man. So yeah, that's why, I mean, sometimes I do feel lonely, but whenever you think that, like, when you feel lonely, like that's what I realized, that like when you feel lonely, because alone and being lonely is two different things. When you're being alone, it's not necessarily you're being lonely, but sometimes I think, wait, now that I'm feeling lonely, is it because I just feel lonely because it's like a societal thing? Whenever you're alone, you kind of feel that you're lonely, but it's not necessarily a thing. So I'm thinking, like, am I actually lonely? Or if I'm lonely, then it's my own thing to fix this thing. So basically, I should find some other people. I should go and communicate with other people, something like that. Like meet with friends, something like that. Like, yeah, talk to other people, something like that. So yeah, so I think that's the thing where I do lah. But I think, I don't know, most of the time I just enjoy alone, I guess, because I don't know, like, in like if I compare to if I compare to spending time with other people and talk things which I don't think is useful or interesting, I rather just spend my time alone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer communicating, but if it's just talking, I know that's somehow needed. Like, just like, I don't know, just like in one of the recent podcasts by Not Overthinking, Timo was talking about how we should treat children morally, and then he said that there was once, I think he talked to a very quiet children, like, oh, like asking the children, like, oh, why don't you talk? And then the children just say that, I mean, I do talk, but I just don't like to talk so much like all the adults do. And this is exactly what I think. Like, yeah, I mean, I like talking. Simple talking is fine, but when you guys keep talking, like, I don't know, sometimes complaining about this and that and this and that. I'm like, I don't find any value in it, and it's very, yeah, I don't know, like in the end, what do you guys build up? I don't like the vibe, like you're
Yeah,
not
okay.
fixing anything, like it doesn't come into any conclusion. Like you guys, for me, I think that a lot of things I don't know, it's just me lah probably, but many things you could have done it, but you just keep talking right there. So I don't find, I mean, like that's one way of socializing, but I don't generally enjoy that. So I just rather go back to be alone, and then like, yeah, this a lot more comfortable for me. I can just do whatever I want, like
Mm.
even think whatever I want, something like that. Yeah. So I
Okay.
guess that's me. That's when I realized I enjoyed being alone. I think somewhere, mainly I think when I got into university, yeah, when I realized that being alone is not a bad thing, because I have to be honest and say that I, affected by my parents, I do, there's moments in my life where I think that I am weird for being alone, something like that. Yeah, but I
Mm.
think now I realize that, yeah, it's completely okay. And then I even further got to know that it's actually quite necessary
Yeah, yeah, true.
to learn to be alone. Yeah,
Yes.
it's very necessary to learn to be alone. Yeah.
Yeah, you need the time for yourself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay, okay. Right, before I share my own thoughts and experience, I have one question which is out of the topic, but I wanted to ask. You say
Mm-hmm.
you say most of the time when you're just talking, you're not communicating. How about when you talk to me?
No, I think it's fine though. I think it's fine though. I mean it's okay. I don't know. Um,
Okay,
I
means
think it's. I don't know. Um. Okay. Do you want to be more specific on in regards to when we're talking about what?
okay. Just now like you say, most of the time when you talk to someone, it's just talking, and because people don't um, understand what you're thinking and most of the stuff that you are interested in,
Mm-hmm.
and so and you say, but you do talk to me. So when you talk to me, it's more on the talking part or communicating part.
I mean, when I talk to you, okay, let me. I mean, okay, the main part is that I talk to you is because you actually listen, lah. Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes we can't really go into communicating, but at least you listen. Because like if I talk to other people, they don't listen at all. They're like what the hell are you talking about this? Yeah.
Ah, okay,
Like
okay.
like like an example would be, okay. I know it's a bit weird talking about this, but I think it's fine, since I'm in the UK and I can talk about this. Like, okay, let's say when I say that I am excited because Dr. Mahathir is in the hospital for the third time for like in these 2 months. And when I say this, what do you think? What do you think I am thinking?
Hmm.
Yeah, cause like I told you earlier today, like cause like we know that Dr. Mahathir is our ex prime minister. Oh my god, it's so complicated. Even though it's just like a prime minister
Yeah.
last year in Malaysia, but then like it's our ex prime minister, and then he's now admitted to the hospital for the third time in this two months. So I think, and it's in a critical care unit, which is something I get very excited of. And when I tell you that, what do you think I'm talking about? What like how would you respond?
Well, how will I respond?
Mm.
Uh, Usually my response will be continue listening to what you wanted to say, because just
Yeah,
by
yeah.
telling me you're excited, I might not fully understand what you want to tell.
Okay, yeah, but for most people, they just generally won't be interested. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, or they yeah, probably. I think most people just don't care. I don't know, like most people don't read the news. At least
Mm,
in my group of friends, most
mm,
people
mm.
just don't care.
Yeah.
Um, and then for people that say care, they're like, oh my god, yeah, I don't know, maybe this is his last time or something. But in fact, what do you think I'm most interested in this topic?
Mm, mm, mm. What will happen to his health?
To his health? Okay, no, actually, I'm not interested in that. I
To
have
the
to be very,
politics?
very honest. No, I'm not interested. Not exactly in the politics, but I don't know. I'm just interested in, like, So, um, I it's very interesting how, okay, actually a bit about the politics, but I believe you vaguely know what it's about, because of course you don't know how my brain works. Like, you
Yeah,
just kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
find a topic that might make sense. But for me, the most interesting part is that, okay, this time it's highly possible that he might die. Okay, I'm not wishing that he'll die, but we have to be honest. It is one possibility. And once he died, because since he has a lot of very many interesting things related to him. So, he's our ex prime minister, and then he's one of our greatest prime minister. But now he's no longer a prime minister. So I'm interested in how things would work out after this. Like, if he really dies, will we get a holiday? That's one thing. And then how would his funeral become? And then how would the politics scene become? Because since he's like, I think, a president of one party as well, and then he has quite a huge influence. So how would things change and all that? Or would it be that no one actually cares about his death? Like no one just cares, and then he just dies, and then one day, like, maybe it's published on the news for one day, and then everyone forgets the next day, and then continue with all their stuff, with all their politics stuff, something like that. So this is, I don't know, I just like how the story can turn into after this. I would really enjoy discussing this with other people. Like, oh, what do you think? So, like, this happens. So if he dies, what do you think would happen? But I don't know. Like, just rarely would I find people that would like to discuss this. Like when we talk about, like, our badminton hero Li Jia, he's banned from participating any badminton competition for the next 2 years. That's one thing. And then people will usually say that, oh my god, yeah, like BAM, I think Badminton Association Malaysia is like making a terrible choice. They shouldn't do that. Like, they're stupid lah. Like this such opportunity, or some people usually would just say that, oh my god, Lee Jia is like quite stupid, because like, why should he choose to leave that? But then I don't know. I think the thing I would really like to explore is more about, like, okay, so, like, how the possibility that he can actually travel to other countries, and then start using that country to have their association to register for him. Or even we need to explore, like why is BAM doing this choice? Like, why does it make sense for BAM to do this choice? Like, yeah, something like this. So I don't know, I just like to talk. I don't like to talk about what you can see. I don't know, I like to think about, like, okay, so, like, it's interesting, like, you never knew that this thing can happen. Like, why do they want to just ban him, something like that? I like to think about all this. But yeah, usually people just don't talk about that. Yeah, so that's why I just dislike talking to other people, when I feel like there's no value in the conversation. When I just hear them talking about this simple stuff, like, yeah, like, what do I learn from it? No, you're just complaining. You don't think about it. I don't know. Okay, I feel bad. Maybe I'm judging people solely based on this, but I don't know, this is my general first impression, and maybe it's my fault for not engaging in a deeper conversation with all those people as well. So yeah, that's why. Because I don't know, from most of the people that I communicate, like even my friends right now, sometimes they just be like, oh yeah, they don't really know what's behind this. And another thing is that they don't really care to know what's behind all this. That's the thing. So if you don't really know, I think it's fine. Then we can go into a more deeper discussion about this. But then, they don't care as well.
Okay.
So they don't want to get into a deeper discussion. So I don't. Okay. I mean, knowing about all this, maybe there is no use as well. There's no point in doing all this as well. Maybe I am just wasting my energy into knowing more this, discuss, like we can think it another way, where, like, when we discuss all these deeper topic, what do we gain from it? Probably nothing. We're probably just wasting energy. but
actually,
that is me lah.
But like sometimes you brought up a very random topic and then we discuss, right? But actually, I quite like those discussions. I feel like it's making me thinking, and of course, both of us might have different thoughts. We can't have 100% same idea also. Yeah. Then it's kind of like exchanging what we are thinking and then thinking from another perspective.
Yeah, that's the thing. But then I don't know. It's just hard to find someone to discuss with it. I don't know. People just don't like thinking. I find that people just don't like to think. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel bad. I mean, I don't mean to pinpoint anyone or judge anyone, but then this is just solely my personal opinion on what I think. That's why I don't know. All these make me think that this all makes me prefer to be alone. Yeah. I just like to spend time with myself because I don't know. Perhaps I should that's all. Okay. I don't know, maybe now I'll say that I'm not that good of a listener compared to you. Definitely now I listen more, but then whenever I find that topic is like, they're just I have this bias where like when people are not putting effort enough into trying to go in depth into the topic, then I won't be interested in listening to that. When I heard that, I was like, they're just vaguely going through, even though I know that maybe they don't have the courage to go in depth about the problem that they're facing or something. I just stop. I just don't have the interest in listening anymore. I just feel like oh, you could have just done this, but then you just didn't. Then I just stopped listening. That's why I'm not such a good listener compared to you. But then I'm working on it. I'm working on it because I don't know. I would share a lot of stuff, but when I share a lot of stuff, people would just think, I don't know, people would just won't agree with my idea, and then they won't listen to it as well. That's the thing. Yeah. That's why I'm like, might as well be alone. I don't know, just too lazy. Sometimes that's why most of the time I just agree to disagree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like we went a bit too far about this sharing thing. So but now back to the alone thing.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, just now when you are talking about all your like childhood everything, actually I found the time that I started enjoying being alone.
Where is it? When is it?
So it was actually during my secondary school time. I think year 3. That time, because I have lesser tuition, and then for secondary 1 and 2 I'm in the afternoon class, but from year 3 onwards we are in the morning class. So after that I can go back directly, and then I have the whole house to myself. And then I realized I enjoy those time very much. And then sometimes in the weekend, if I get to know that my parents are going out and my brothers are going out as well, I feel excited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a time. Cool. Yeah, there's a time I realized I actually enjoy being alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if people can imagine how I just can't be alone when I was very young. I think it's in during my primary school time, especially year 1. I have I think a few friends, but I have one best friend, just one, and then I spend most of the time with her, except during the classes time lah. Then there's one day that she didn't come to school. I feel so anxious.
Okay.
That's before going into the class we need to like queue up and everything, right? Yeah, that time I realized she's not coming today. She's sick. I feel so anxious that time. Then after that, when I go into the class, we are not table mates, so that time still okay, like you're focusing on your study. Then after that, during recess time, that's the first time I went to eat something alone, but I
okay.
I brought I brought bread from my house, so I just find a place that has lesser people. I didn't go to a canteen because canteen is like
Oh wow,
so
okay.
many people. I just cannot. I didn't go to canteen. I find a place that has lesser people, but still got people around lah. Then I eat there, but I don't have the appetite to eat at all. I have a few bites that I cannot continue. Then I keep it back into my Tupperware, and then I went to a toilet. Before I head back to class, in the toilet I can't hold my tears, and I cry.
All right, okay, wow.
Yeah, I still can remember how I feel that time. I don't know what's the thing that makes me so scared of being alone in the past when I was young. So I can say since then, most of the time, I'm not alone. I have to be with someone.
Okay. I mean, okay. I think when I was young, I think there's certain periods I'm afraid being alone, but mainly because of I'm either afraid of like, you know, kidnappers, or I'm afraid of like ghosts, or like, you know, some other imaginary creature that my god, there might be spirits, there might be ghosts and all that. Those are the moments when I'm only afraid of being alone. But other than that, like now that I grew up, yeah, I'll just find a comfortable place where I just like be alone, and then yeah, mainly when I'm alone, then I can just, because sometimes you realize that, I don't know, at least I have something that I want to do. I'm not sure. Okay, sometimes all these kind of things where you think that you can do, you never end up doing it as well. But then I think it's I don't know, like even just chasing all those goals, like trying to learn more about those things. Yeah, I don't know. I just find it enjoying instead of, I don't know, wasting time with other people. Of course, okay. If it's with my close friends, I think it's fine. If it's with my close friend, then it's fine. If my close friend is willing to like share their actual what they're facing, their personal inner self, then I'm okay with that. Yeah. But occasionally with really good friends, if they're talking about bullshit, cannot. I think most of the time we're not really talking about bullshit. A bit, but then it's still related. Like, I don't know. We're still actually sharing about life. So we are not just talking nonsense. Yeah, it's not like when we're good friends, we're not talking nonsense. That is fine. I enjoy those moments. But you know, sometimes with friends we are just talking nonsense, and then I just don't enjoy that. But I don't know, like in life, that is one necessary part in socializing.
Yeah.
But I just don't enjoy that. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't enjoy that.
I have a question for you.
Hmm?
During those teenagers time, most of us will want to fit into the peers, right?
Around what age?
Maybe around 12 to 15 or 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
During that time, do you find yourself enjoying being alone, or you feel like you want to fit into the group?
I would say that I want to fit into a group. Yeah. At that period of time, yeah. I do want to fit in a group as well. But then I ended up not fitting into huge groups, like usually just small groups. Because I don't know, maybe I would say that I'm quite a self-centered person, and I would rarely try to do what others is doing. Yeah, I would. Okay, some things I would just do it because I think there's a cool factor to it. But if other things like that majority is doing, but then I don't find the cool factor in that, I just find no reason for that, because like cool factor is usually the main reason. If like there's no other reason, then I just won't do it. And then that's why it's hard for me to fit into other groups, because like expecting people to fit into me, I'm more like I'm expecting people to fit into me instead of me fitting in with others, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that. So I would say I'm quite a self-centered person. And then now I realize that, yeah, you know, I can't expect that to happen. So either I fit into others or I just choose to be alone. Something like that.
Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I think I can't have a very great idea of what will I do, but I feel like generally I will want to fit in the group especially during that age.
Okay.
Yeah, you just don't want to
I-
feel like you're being left out.
I mean, I guess I'm quite lucky that I do know a few people. Like I have a few small groups, but then not the huge ones. But like even I think even today, like I don't know, there's just this concept where, like, you know, joining the biggest group, the coolest, so-called coolest group, is cool, you know, and then you still want to do that. But then every time when I think of doing that, and then I just realize that nah, that's just not the thing I want, because whenever you fit into those groups, they do all kinds of stuff. They go drinking, clubbing, like yesterday, partying and all that. Those are just not the lifestyle I want. And then I know what I want, and then I'm working towards it. So I just prefer alone. Yeah. But of course, like what I said, life is a balance. So I'm still trying to find the way of balancing between socializing and being alone. Socializing is mainly to explore more other people that might have the same mindset as me, where it'd be like, okay, we kind of think the same way, then we can share and all that. Yeah, something like that. But I do need to work on this, because I believe like sometimes being alone just forced me, just made it a habit to not find others. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't communicate, because I'm like, yeah, I'm fine alone, what, so why do I need to find others, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, but I think if I do want to eventually, I think, I don't know, it's good that, you know, you don't mind being alone, but still in this collectivism world, to 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 create better things and all that, we do have to reach out. You can't just keep doing things on your own. Yeah, something like that.
Yes, and
So that is a balance between it.
yeah, and
But yes,
do you think most of people that enjoy spending most of their time alone, do you think they have maybe not that good socializing skill or what?
okay. I guess there's two types. One, they don't have such a good socializing skills, and then they just don't do anything. Okay, maybe that's third, maybe that's three, but the first one is usually they have terrible socializing skills, and then they enjoy alone, and then they don't do anything about it. Second is that they know they have terrible socializing skill, and then they enjoy being alone, but they know that in order to grow, to expand beyond their personal knowledge, their personal capability, they have to be socialized. They need to be more socializable. So and I think there's quite a lot of people like this. Like I'll say Elon Musk is one of them. And then I'm not sure about Sergey Brin, like the founders of Google. I'm not sure about them. Yeah, but I'm not very sure. But there's just other people who just enjoy being alone and know how to socialize. So they just can balance both. Yeah. But I'll say that I prefer to be those that I'm currently those that enjoy to be alone, and then I'm working to be more sociable. Yeah, that's what I'm working on, because I know for sure sitting in my own box won't help.
Other than just like sitting in your own. Sorry, continue.
No matter how wild my imagination are, how good my imagination are, whatever I think, whatever opinion I have to just reach out to the world. Otherwise, nothing will turn him into any fruit.
Yeah. And what I wanted to say, other than in terms of the view and everything, but and sometimes because we are in such a collectivism mindset kind of society, most of the stuff we do need need others' help as well. Some of us we just can't do it on alone on ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then
So,
if you can't even have a normal socializing skill, don't need to be very good, but just normal one, you can't even complete what you want to do.
yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah. No matter how skilled
Yeah.
you are still limited somewhat.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No matter how smart you are, like just like Elon Musk, yeah. He is very smart, but then he definitely needs a team to build what he has today.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So yeah, do you enjoy being alone?
I'll say yes. And because, yeah, I mean, take some time for yourself is compulsory lah. You really need that lah. For at least, no matter what you do during the alone time, you just need some time for yourself. The time that you don't need to think for others. You don't need to consider what others is feeling and everything. Yeah, you just take that time for yourself. Yeah. So I'll say I enjoy being alone, but at the same time, I do know that I have to be more sociable as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing you just said one point which I really agree on. Sometimes I just enjoy being alone because expecting what other is thinking is a very tiring thing. So yeah, probably okay. Sometimes we are just overthinking, but sometimes it's somewhat necessary, especially in the Asian culture. I don't know, people just don't share their actual feelings. It's just, I'll say it's such a fake culture. Yeah, in Western, I'm not so sure yet. I feel like there's still certain things like this that exist, but then I don't know. I think it's a bit more open here, at least. Yeah. That's why I don't know. That's why being alone is just enjoyable. Like you're in your own world, but you can't be addicted into it because, yeah, you yourself is not powerful enough to do anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anything else to add on? Because I don't think I have anything else. Yeah.
I don't think I have anything else. But basically, like, I believe both of us enjoy being alone. But usually the reason is just like it gives us time to think about ourselves. Because ultimately, I believe you are living for yourself. You're not like you. Okay, you yourself to survive. Being alone is fine. But if you want to live your life, then definitely you need someone's help. You can't you can't just be alone, something like that. So yeah, I mean, both of us do enjoy being alone, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I think even if let's say one day we are staying together, I believe both of us still want the time for ourselves, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go on trips myself, where I don't know, I just go on trip on my own, where I don't know, just enjoy. Actually, have I done that yet? Let me think. There's so many times when I'm about to do that. The first time being, oh my god, it's already 4 years ago, man. Okay, no, it's 3 years ago because like it's end of 2018 when I was going to go for my first marathon in Penang, and then that was gonna be a alone trip. And then I was just casually asking my friend because for some reason there's one reason which I believe he doesn't want to share, and I'm not gonna name that friend. And so I thought that if that happens, then maybe he would like to join. But then that didn't happen. But he still joined, and then with his friend, and then it turned out to be something together with friends. And then I think in 2020, in year 2020, originally I thought of going to Penang as well on the beach holiday myself. Yeah, and then the COVID thing happened, blah blah blah. Yeah, all the way until today. And then I mean my first alone, and that's not alone. Like coming to UK, that was like my first time being alone. I don't know, it's actually quite nice.
My first alone sounds so funny.
Alone, yeah. My first alone trip, where I actually flew. I think that's okay though. I don't know. Okay, that part, I don't know about. Yeah, now that I think back, I even feel that I'm actually very brave that I'm vlogging in the airport and all that.
Yes.
even now, if you ask me to vlog in my dining hall, I'll feel a bit awkward. I don't know why. Yeah, feel a bit awkward. I don't know. Even though I'm not supposed to care about what other people think, but I can't help but I have that thought. Yeah, I'll see when is my actual first alone trip. I'm not sure when. I'm still
I
thinking.
thought you want to do it in the UK.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to do that, but it's just quite expensive. So I just don't want to do that yet. It's the money. It's a money concern. Yeah, the money thing that concerns me. So yeah, that's why. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll just end it here. So yeah, do you have any insights of the week?
No, I don't have anything this week.
Okay, I have something this week. So I actually realized this. I don't know. I felt kind of happy about this. But yeah, I think I mean I've heard this before, but I just keep forgetting it. But there's just this one thing. I mean, as long as we keep doing something, and you keep like find a thing that you like to do, and then keep doing it for 10 years, and then you definitely have some kind of success from it. And this is something I realized is like, oh yeah, that's actually very true. Because like, think about in life, like our attention span is so short that how many times have you actually even kept doing something for at least 3 years? Like excluding those that you have been forced into.
For 3 years,
At least 3 years, yeah. Have you done something? Let me think as well. Have I done something for at least 3 years?
You know what I wanted to say?
What is it?
Being a prefect. That is the thing that I wanted myself.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But then that like if you, then you have a schedule and everything. Okay, I guess that's one thing. But then that's not a long-term thing though. Like something that really you just want to do it. You would just want to.
I feel like
have I done
aerial yoga, but I haven't reached 3 years yet.
Yeah.
I'm in like 2 years plus, haven't reached 3 years yet, so I can't really say.
Okay, but that's like that's one of longer. Anything that's 3 years, I don't know. I can't even think of something that I've done for 3 years. I would like to say YouTube, but yeah, like I think when I was younger, I did do YouTube for quite a few years, but I did it for at least 3 years, but then I didn't continue all the way till 10 years. Yeah. And then what else? Yeah, like that's just not many stuff. Yeah. Like even today, if you ask an employee on the street, like have you worked in the same company for 10 years? It's hard to find one. So I quite agree with this statement because like it was from what?
I can find 2 now, not my parents.
Who is it?
Shen Qing's parents. They work in the same company for since the beginning.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh okay. Have they some kind of success?
I believe yes.
I think yeah. That's why. But definitely I do like, of course this is one thing, like working at other companies is one thing, but then I definitely do prefer just like finding what you like to do or something that you really want to do and then do it for continuously 10 years. It's going to be hard through that 10 years, but then in 10 years time you will have some kind of success, but you have to be consistent for 10 years. And yeah, that's what I hope we can do for this podcast.
Yeah.
We can have S10 episode something. Yeah. And like now we're just at season 2. Season 2 is our second year, and then like my YouTube as well, my blog as well. Yeah, I just hope I do agree with this, like, because there's just rarely any people that can keep to be so consistent for such a long time.
Yeah, it's very hard actually.
I think I
at one point you'll feel like you don't have any progress, and then you lose all your motivation, and if you are not determined enough in doing that thing, then you might as well just stop it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. And yeah, that's actually another thing I thought of, is that so it's actually from the Not Overthinking podcast as well. So sometimes I'm not sure. Do you have friends that ask you like, oh, they're joining university, and then what should they do to have a, to get a jump start before their university starts?
To get what?
So that a jump start, so that university is not easy, and then like what should they pre-study, something like that, before they head to university?
Not really.
Do you have any friends like that?
Not really.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, actually for me, not really as well. But then I just realized that, yeah, some at least some people would just ask that, like, okay, let's say they're studying they're studying medicine, and then they're asking like, okay, so what should I study before going to university so that I'll have a head start? I won't be clueless about all those kind of stuff. And then I very agree with what Ali said, like, no, like before you head to university, no, just you don't study things just so that you get ready for your university. You should do things that you like. Spend all this time doing things you like, anything that you like, and then just do it, because you will study when you're in university. And then so don't need to study now. Like studying is guaranteed. There's no point studying for university. And then like even the guest that was on Ali's podcast was saying that, yeah, like he has to say that like he actually never used anything from his degree once he graduated, and then he actually used most of the stuff from his from other interests that he have gained during his free time. And then I'll say the same thing as well. Like when you work, yeah, don't work when it's your free time, because it's your free time. You can work when you are supposed to work, and even when, let's say, if you're unemployed, unless you are really that bad and you don't have any skills that people want to employ you, otherwise I don't think you should be working on skills so that you can get employed. Instead, you should be spending time on what you really want to do. Yeah. And usually those might be the things that because like you actually like those things, and then eventually if you get employed with that, you find a better job than like trying to find a job that can actually feed you, and then you're just forced into doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and
like don't
it gives you the chance to do things
study before you're studying. Pardon? What were you saying?
And it gives you the chance to do things that you really want to do, instead of just always saying like, I have no choice, I have to do this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you keep working, keep studying, you just won't have time to do what you want to do.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so I guess let's wrap the episode here then. So okay. So actually, there's this one thing. Maybe we should add this onto our podcast outro as well. But I don't know. Let's see when we're gonna do that. But because recently the Spotify has already have the rating feature, so please rate us 5-star, or I don't know, just please rate us 5-star. Or if it's that bad, maybe email first and then we'll try to make it better. But yeah, rate us 5-star on Spotify. So yeah, we can get a higher rating, and then maybe more people will listen to this podcast, like share to the world as well. So yes, thanks everyone for listening to this podcast, and hope to see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you are not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with a link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye bye.